next to me is Kayleigh.
Hello.
What's your real name? Because I just met you.
Kayleigh Leith.
Okay, and you're from?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
And I heard you live now in Holland.
Yes, I lived there for the past 9 years. My husband is Dutch, so.
Oh, he's Dutch, so I can talk Dutch?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I speak a little Dutch. But.
Tell me, how you come to Holland?
Yeah, we were living at the time in New York, and he decided I want to move back to my country, so I said, okay, I'll go for it. So I thought if I don't like it, I can always go back.
And you're still
there. I really like it. So it's really cool. It's beautiful. It's quiet. I mean, I came from living in New York, which is huge, to living in a very small village with cows and horses and chickens and pigs, and so it was a really a complete change, but a beautiful change.
Oh,
so
I love it.
Yeah, it was really peaceful and. Yeah.
The Dutch people are nice.
Yeah, it was
Dutch
nice.
people are nice.
Yeah, it's very nice.
What is the motto that keeps you running in country music?
What is my...
The motto, what keeps you going?
Just be true to yourself. I'm one who, I just do what I do. My music is new country, so it's pretty modern country. I don't play traditional country, so it's sometimes people, they like the traditional stuff, so when I come on stage with my band, we play a bit harder.
I like that.
And some people are like, oh, well, what's we hear? But I just do what I do, and if I'm true to myself and it comes across as being true and I'm happy, then my crowd is happy.
That's
because
right.
I'm happy.
It's not only a traditional country.
Yeah.
It's all about country.
And some songs are slow, some songs are rocking, some songs are, some songs are bluesy, more R&B.
Bluegrass.
I have
Cajun,
like a spectrum. It just depends. But yeah, I just stay true to myself, and yeah.
That's great. What was your big break that brought you into music business?
Well, when I first moved to Holland, I never really considered myself a songwriter, but when I first moved to Holland, I had so much to say because everything was new. My living, everything was different. So I started writing my own songs, and then I recorded a demo in my bedroom. My husband and we recorded a demo with 3 songs that I wrote myself. And all of a sudden, I got picked to play a big festival, Freedom Festival in Holland for like 30,000 people.
Great, that's great.
And that was in 2009, and I was like just getting started in 2008. So to be on such a big stage, I was like, oh my gosh, that was like the moment where I'm like, anything is possible. I'm like, if I'm writing these songs, I never considered myself a songwriter, but I'm like, if I'm writing these songs and people are liking them, I'm just going to go for it. And at that point, that's when I was like, okay,
I will listen
I'm doing
to your
that.
music.
I was like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm like, just because I can. If other people are doing it, so can I. And then they gave me that opportunity. Like I had this little demo, and from 2008, and I'm like, and it wasn't very. I mean, the songs were good, but the recording wasn't that great. But they're like, we want you to play. Come play. I'm like, for 30,000 people. I was like, oh my gosh. And I mean, it was amazing. And it just shows you that anything's possible, and don't think that you're not good enough, because you can do it.
It is great. I love to hear your story, so that's great.
Yeah.
Before you became a star or artist like this, because if you play in front of 30,000 people, you have a kind of level then.
Yeah.
Did your friends and family support you? Or was it a never-ending struggle?
I have always had the support of my family. My dad is a singer, my grandfather was a singer, my grandma was a country singer. I mean, everybody in my family was a singer. And my dad, it was always his dream to sing. So when I started getting really serious about it, he was so supportive, and my mom obviously too, but yeah, my whole family and my husband, Rob, he plays in my band and he does my management. And he does everything.
That's great.
And I feel like I just have, like, these people are like my angels. Like, they are constantly there for me. I've never had a struggle with any of them. And it's crazy. It's like, this is what I meant to do. Because it's like, I have the support of everybody.
It's like a dream, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's like, this is what I want to do. I have it in my heart. It's in me. I've sang ever since I was, like, a little kid. And when people support you, it makes it all the better.
Your dream come true.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Especially people you love. When they're supporting you,
yes,
it's
I know that. I know that.
Yeah.
I have it with my husband, my kids, my friends. Support me with things
exactly.
I do, and
exactly.
I love it. I love your story.
Thank you.
As an artist, you have so many tasks, such as recording, interviews, touring. What do you like most? What is your favorite activity?
My favorite activity is playing live. I love playing live. I love playing for people. The thing I don't like most is being in the recording studio, because I feed off people. If I see somebody in the crowd and I'm looking at them and I'm, when I sing my songs, I always say I play an actress. I'm like an actress in every song
when you
I
get
sing.
On stage.
Yeah,
that's right.
And when I'm on stage, it's like I become this actress on all the songs, and I just become like, I always say I become like a firecracker. Like I'm just like, ooh, here I go, and
that's the
yeah, and I just feel like this heat in my body, and I'm like, oh, I just love this, and that's I love being on stage. I love playing live. And when I have to record records, I'm like, and it takes me some time to get into that vibe and that mode. But when I'm on stage, live playing's my favorite thing to do.
It is great. I love to hear it.
And it doesn't matter if I'm in a little coffee house. It doesn't matter if I play a living room concert or if I'm playing a big stage. I will give my all for every show.
That's
every
real
show.
Artistic.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Please tell us about the songs on your last album, influence, everything you want to tell.
Yeah. My latest album came out in September of last year, and it's called This Woman. And it's a bit different from my first album because it's a bit more rocking, a bit more here I am, this is who I am, and I'm solid in my own, I'm good in my own skin. And I recorded this album down in Nashville with Rob Crosby, he worked with Martina McBride, Lady Antebellum, the list goes on. And he was like my writing mentor. So we wrote a lot of songs together, and I wrote with other artists down in Nashville. And the inspiration, I fell in love with Nashville. I was there twice. And
is it big? I've never been there.
It's a what I call a big small town. It's got a big feel, but it's so connected and small.
Okay.
I mean, it's really a small city.
I came to America, to Nashville this year with Amber, so...
It's got such a huge name, but when you go there, it feels so safe. I feel like the city just hugged me when I was there.
Great.
And it's, in New York, I feel like I'm lost, but Nashville, I felt like it just, connected me. So when I was there, I started writing, and my song Feels Like Letting Go, that's on my album. It was about my struggle of leaving Nashville, because I didn't want to leave Nashville, but I knew I had to come back to the Netherlands because that's where I live. But then I was like, that's where I live, but is that my home? And it's like that struggle that I have. Living in Europe, I'm from the U.S. It's like dip, 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 jumping back and forth. So it's like that struggle, and that's one of my favorite songs on the album, because that really defined how I felt when I was down in Nashville.
How about your CD? You have your CD.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what's on it?
Mm-hmm. I've got a song. There's an
Tell the viewers again your name, your real name.
Oh yeah, I'm Kayleigh Leith. My new CD that came out is This Woman, and it's got something on there for everybody. I have love songs on there, songs about life, song like Acre of Diamonds, where everybody thinks everybody's life is better, but you're actually sitting on your own acre of diamonds.
That's great.
Everybody's got their own.
I love that you say that.
Yeah, but it's true. It's like we look at everybody else and we think, oh, they have everything, but we have it. We are just as good.
Yeah.
And I think if we start defining ourselves in that way, then we become what we think we are.
It is great.
And that's how I felt for that song. And I have a song like Bet You. It's very Carrie Underwood. I wrote that with a friend of mine down in Nashville, Fred. And that song's like Bet You Remember Me Now. Yeah, it's one of those like ex-girlfriend songs like, look at me, and I know who you're with, and I know where you work. And, it's a real sassy song. And I have a song like My Heart Goes Back. I wrote that with Rob Crosby, and it's a love, going back to a summer love. And This Woman, which is the title, it's more like, yeah, here I am, and I need a man who's strong, who can handle this woman, and it's fun. It's sassy, it's sweet, it makes people reminisce. I think it's something for everybody.
You know, when I see you talking, I can feel your love to the music and everything. I can feel it, I can see it.
Thank you.
So that's gorgeous.
Thanks.
What is so unique about Kayleigh that distinguishes you from other artists?
I always struggle with this question. I know. Here's the thing. I mean, there's so many people out there who are trying to do exactly what I'm doing. You know, I just here's what I think. I think I'm just. Again, I stay true to what I do. I try not to listen to other people because people will always try to make you something else. And I really try to stay true to myself, even if everybody's against me. You know, I really say, you know, I really feel strong about this. I listen to my intuition. And I think because I listen to my intuition, I think I'm going to get there. I don't need to have a big poster with my face on it, and I don't need to be all over the city, because I will still get there. I will still have my light that I bring when I come. And that's what I remember.
That's great. I love to hear that.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's other artists who that, but I follow my intuition, and from my intuition and from my that place within myself that I know is coming from the right place. I feel like from that place is where it's going to take me where I need to go. So that's the only thing I follow. I call it like my inner guide. That's
great, and that's important.
Yeah,
it's very important.
Because I don't know otherwise.
Yeah, I see the same. I see it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that come along with the number of one hit. What did it take to make it in your case?
For a specific song, or
no, just
a lot of work that it takes. Yeah, it does take a lot of work. It takes a lot of persistence to get where you want to be. I mean, I recorded 2 albums now. I'm going to be working on a 3rd album. It does take a lot of hard work. You know, you have to constantly pick yourself back up when somebody says, "I'm sorry, but you don't fit here," or, you know,
we're not. I can't imagine that someone says that to you.
Yeah, we're not going to play your music. Yeah, your music's too country. Oh, but your music's too poppy. Oh, you're too this, you're too that. But I don't change for other people.
You don't have to change, no.
No, so I just feel like, I don't know, it's a lot of hard work, but I think that you just have to constantly have that yes in you. Because if you don't have that yes in you, pretty much if it's not your passion, just stop. Because it's only the crazy people who keep going, and thank God I'm crazy.
But it's good. I love it. I really love it.
I mean, because really, the sane people, they would stop a long time ago. You know, it is a lot of work. You know, I just told my husband today, you know, you pack your car for a gig. It's almost like having a newborn baby. You pack all the kind of stuff, and then when you actually get to where you're going to get, you're only there for an hour or 2 hours. You know, so there's a lot of work involved. But when it's your passion,
that's Dutch.
Yeah, it's Dutch. But when it's your passion, you go crazy. It doesn't matter.
What do you do when you have time off? What does you make relax?
Well, you probably already know from hearing me talk. I meditate a lot. I do tons of yoga. I love yoga. Yeah, it like keeps me sane. I love running. I love cycling. I love playing with my dog, little Sydney. I have a little white fluffy dog. I love spending time with my husband. We also cycle together, and we're crazy together, and I'm a huge tea drinker, so I love to research all different teas on the internet and make up my own.
Holland is the right place for tea.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah,
it is.
It's the right place for health. I have all local farmers markets. I get all fresh fruit, fresh veggies.
That's great.
I'm a total health freak. I love healthy eating, so I'm all about health and well-being.
Yeah, I would love to, but because of my accident, it wasn't possible. So.
Okay.
But I try hard.
Yeah.
But tell me, what would you say to the people outside, the young artists who start with music? What would you tell them to do or not to do?
I would tell them it's always important to play an instrument, because if you already play an instrument, you don't need anybody else. If somebody says, I need you to come play this radio show, and you have to call 3 or 4 people to come play with you, they might not be able to make it, and then you have nobody. I started playing guitar when I was 18, so I already have, some years that I've been playing. So it's very useful to play an instrument. And again, what not to do, don't change. Don't become somebody's puppet.
That's right.
Be who you are.
Yes.
When you start becoming someone's puppet and then you change from, like, say you said to me, I want you to do this, then I came to you and you said you have to be this, and then I'm like this constantly, you don't know who the hell you are. You just have to stick with, you have to first figure out who you are and what you want.
I'm always like I'm now, so
it's like you just have to figure out, okay, who am I and what do I want to do?
Yeah.
But if you don't know that, the problem is when you're younger, you don't know that all the time, and you look for other people. You put your faith in other people. You have to put your faith in yourself and believe in yourself. And then, because people will let you down. They don't mean to, but they will, because we're people, and that's what we do.
Yeah, we make mistakes. We all do.
We all make mistakes because we're human. And so, but when you some people put, all of their faith in somebody, like in a human being, like, you're going to get me there and you're going to help me. People don't want to let you down, but it's inevitable. They do sometimes, and you just have to find out who you are, what you want, and just stay strong in your feet, take a deep breath, and try to...
Yes, that's the point.
And try to go.
Yeah. Where can you find where can you be where can we find live? Where can we find your music?
You can go to my website, www.kayleigh.com. I'm also on iTunes, Amazon. You can find my videos. I have a new video out. I'm on YouTube. When you type my name in, all my stuff comes up. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. Pretty much all of the social
stuff. It's up to you. What do you want to tell everybody?
I want to tell everybody that I absolutely love them, and I really appreciate everybody's support. I've had so much support from people I don't even know have emailed me and said, "Oh, your music," from all over. I mean, I had a guy from Japan email me and say, "Oh, I just bought your album. I'm so excited." I'm like, "Wow." I feel so the thing that I most that I could say most is I am 100% grateful. Just completely grateful for everything that has come to me yet so far.
That's very nice.
And I believe the best is still to come. So that's what I want to say.
Great.
Yeah.
And thank you very much.
Thank you.
I love to
Thank
have this
you.
interview.
Thank you.